Another way to run a macro is to put an actual button on the screen. Maybe you've seen spreadsheets where there's an actual button on the screen and you click on it and something happens. Well, here's exactly how they do that. You're going to pick on the developer toolbar. Now, if you do not have the developer toolbar, here's how you're going to bring that up. You're going to pick on the Office button. You're going to pick on the Excel options. Okay, and then you're going to pick on the Poplar tab. Notice right over here it says Show Developer tab in the ribbon. When you first install Excel, that's actually unchecked. So you want to make sure that that's checked. Then we'll click on OK. And now you should have the Developer tab up on your ribbon. Okay, so you're going to pick on Developer. In the previous versions, this is called the Forms toolbar and the Control toolbox. So we'll pick on under the Developer tab, we'll pick on Insert. And now you're just going to pick on this guy over here. It's called a button. Looks like a rectangle. You can pick on that. Move the button onto your screen somewhere. Obviously, you would pick an empty spot. I'm going to click there. Now, as soon as I clicked on that, this screen came up, and it wants you to pick a macro for that button. So we'll pick on bold red. Of course, if you had other macros, they'd be listed there. We're going to click on OK. Now, if you want to change the text of the button, you can click inside there, and maybe we'll call that red bold. If you want to make the button bigger, you can use the sizing handles to stretch that out, as you can see. Now, how do you run the button? Well, just highlight your text and then click on the button. Notice how the finger comes up. That means the button is activated, and when we click on that, the macro runs. So the macro is now associated with the button. The way we added the button was under the Developer toolbar. We picked on Insert, and then we picked the button. As soon as we did that, we clicked that on our screen, then it showed with that Assign Macro window. If you want to change the button, notice if I click on it, it actually runs the macro, right? So to change the button, you're going to right-click on it. I just right-clicked. Now I can cut or copy or paste, of course. I can change the text by saying Edit Text. But if I right-click, I can assign a different macro. Format Control is where you would go in and actually change the appearance of that button. Once I right-click on that button, if you want to move the button, you're going to move your mouse to the edge of the button and then just drag it like that. And now we can change that button. Once I click outside of the button, then it goes back to just a working button. And if you want to change it, you would right-click on it. All right, so that's how we can actually add a button to your screen. The order of the process would be you would make your macro first. And there's another video that shows you how to make a macro. And then from there you can assign a button that would run that macro.